Morning guys, and welcome to my first review of 2017. It's been a while since I've done one of these reviews, but it's good to get finally back in the groove. So this is Michael here, and this is his 2005 Subaru Legacy GT. It's kind of a strange car, I guess, to be driving through the canyons, but as you'll find out soon enough, it is quite a sleeper. So tell me about your car.
Yeah, it's like you said, 2.5 turbo. It has a little bit of modifications done. It's stage 2 with the Cobb access port. It has a Mishimoto radiator just to keep it cool, and a Blitz blow-off valve, which will probably be extremely annoying and loud throughout this video, and a short throw shifter.
So from the outside, I mean, this car just looks like a normal Subaru Legacy sedan with a hood scoop. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that gives away that it has a turbo under the hood. Most people, when you think Subaru performance car, you think immediately WRX or STI, right? You never really think Legacy. This car actually has, correct me if I'm wrong, the EJ255, which is the same motor that was found in the WRX of a similar generation, right?
Yep, it's the exact same motor. It's honestly not far off of the STI one. Some internals and a bigger turbo, but okay. If you want to throw an STI turbo onto this thing, you basically have the same motor, minus, like I said, some internals that don't really come into play until you start getting a really high boost.
Well, I gotta say, it's really comfortable and refined in here.
Yeah, it's surprisingly quiet, especially bouncing from, like you said, like a WRX or something to this. You can see the step up in comfort.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a step up from the WRX of the same generation, which you also own, right?
Yeah, I have an 03, but yeah, that car, it's like you're riding a skateboard. you hear everything, you feel everything. There's wind noise.
Let's push it a little here. There's some power.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of brakes though.
Oh, like I said, you can feel all the weight once you get to the braking.
It's got that pretty classic turbo lag.
Yeah.
Which it's not too bad, to be honest. I think maybe the tune helps it out a little bit in the mid-range.
Yeah.
But above like 33,000, 3,500 RPM is where that torque really pushes you forward.
Yeah.
And I like that it pulls pretty hard to the top. Our camera car right now, his Fiesta ST, it's got a ton of torque at the bottom and in the mid-range, but it kind of dies out at the top. This is more of that old school turbo feel. Ooh. I like the traction of this thing.
Yeah. You gotta love four-wheel drive. But there's the wallowy suspension.
Yeah, the suspension's not very confidence-inspiring.
No, not at all.
All that body roll.
Yeah.
This car's fast.
Yeah.
But you know what? The nice thing about having this super soft suspension is that it's really compliant over the bumps.
Yeah, you're not gonna bump from lane to lane because of uneven roads.
Right. Wow, this car's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's surprising. I mean, you wouldn't think like this big, heavy sedan can actually be fun to take out here.
And at high altitude, it doesn't die out like a NA engine.
Yeah, it's one of those things you don't really notice until you get there. You're like up in Tahoe, or if I ever take this thing out to like Colorado or something where you're way up there, you don't lose all the power and wonder what happens.
Right.
But you do get bad heat soak from the top mount intercooler.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's always been a kind of a weird design by Subaru, right?
Yeah.
Like, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but then it's not the most efficient in terms of like heat capacity and heat and cooling.
Yeah, not even close. I spent some time in Phoenix with, again, not this car, but my other Subaru, and when you're in 115 heat on a freeway and then try to push it, car doesn't go anywhere.
Oh yeah.
It feels like you blew your turbo, but you know it's just because
it's too hot.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is starting to convert you to a four-wheel drive guy.
Yeah. It feels like I'm cheating exiting the corners though. I don't have to worry. I can just mash the throttle. The steering, it's a little light and doesn't have a whole lot of feel.
I've seen people do like the STI steering racks in these and a lot of other Subaru components just because it's pretty easy to swap them over. I don't know if I would do that.
It's one of those things, like, it's a luxury sedan, right? You don't really need to make the steering super direct or anything.
No, exactly.
As long as it goes hard in a straight, that's all I would really want from a car like this.
Yeah, this is basically like a freeway bomber for me.
All right, let's push the car a little harder here on the uphill and see how it does. More full throttle on the uphill is always fun.
Yeah. it shows what the car actually does instead of the gravity.
So much grit.
Yeah.
This is a point and go car though, like
Yeah.
point and shoot. It's just turn the wheel, put your foot down, wait for the turbo to kick in, and just rock it forward.
It's definitely one of the great parts of the car.
It's very confidence inspiring exiting the corner, but it's not. It's the opposite of that entering the corner. It tends to understeer on corner entry.
Yeah.
Especially with the body roll, it just feels like you're about to tip over.
Yeah.
And the steering doesn't give you a whole lot of confidence either. But then, like I said, like once you hit the apex, foot planted, turn in the direction you want to go, and it figures everything out.
Yeah. It's one of those cars where when you go into the corner, you think, oh no, I've overcooked it, I'm done.
Yeah.
And you leave and you go, no, I'm a better driver than I thought. Yeah.
Gives you a false sense of security after you make it through.
Exactly. I mean, even on dirt, for a good amount, you can do the same thing. It goes around corners and you think you're Colin McRae or something, but you're just a normal guy in a Subaru driving on a dirt road.
Straight line pull here.
This is the best parts.
It's fun.
Yeah. There's definitely there's a show to it all. The blow-off valve,
Yeah.
The pushback.
I really hope this blow-off valve noise is coming across on the audio.
Yeah, so do I. It definitely, it adds. If they don't hear it, then it's a big miss.
So what are your future plans for the car? Are you just going to keep kind of driving this in the WRX? Or do you have plans to make this more of your daily driver?
I'm on the fence about it. It has relatively low mileage for the year it is. So I don't know what I want to do. I may keep it relatively stock for resale purpose.
It is somewhat collectible.
Yeah,
so.
no, exactly. And if not, then I'm on the fence between two opposite spectrums. Either lower it down and make it like street carver,
like a handler.
Yeah. Or do the dead opposite, put like a slight lift on it.
Lift it up.
And then put crazy off-road tires, some steely wheels.
Take it to Tahoe.
Take it exactly Tahoe or anywhere else.
Snow drifting.
I wouldn't be bad. I have family in Utah. I could drive out there.
Hey, this car can do it all. I mean, just depends on what direction you want to take it.
Exactly.
But I wouldn't blame you if you kept it stock, just because, like you said, it's nice. It's got low miles, 73,000 miles. I mean, you don't see these every day.
No, they're definitely not easy to find, especially with the 5-speed.
Yeah, man, I'm down with this car. It's nice. I've only driven one of these before, and I think it was pretty much identical to this, minus the crazy blow-off valve. But yeah, I thought it was a nice car at the time, but I only drove it on just local streets, so I wasn't really pushing it. But even when you push this car, it feels pretty good.
Yeah,
I have to say.
It's surprising. I never expected to be like this. I didn't think it was gonna be that fun. My other Subaru was always my fun car.
Now what you got to do is find a Spec B.
That would be the dream, especially the early ones with the like brick red interior.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah, they used to make them this gray with this brick red interior. It looks unbelievable.
Nice.
Because
the Spec B has the SI drive thing, right? Where you can change to Sharp or Sport Sharp or whatever.
I believe it has better suspension setting, like Bilsteins in it, stock,
right.
And just and basically at least America's version of the STI.
STI, yeah. That'd be such a sleeper too.
Yeah.
Like, cause you have no idea like that it's a special car just to the casual person who sees it on the road. They'd have no idea.
Oh no, they're gonna look at it and say like, it's a Camry Subaru version.
Yeah.
And then it blows by them and they're like, what just happened?
Yeah, this car's a lot of fun.
It's growing on me. I'm liking it more. When I first bought it, I'm like, I bought it because I thought I blew a head gasket in my Subaru and I needed a car to drive. Turned out I didn't. And right after that, I'm like, I'm gonna sell this thing, but it's starting to grow on me.
And for good reason. So thanks, Michael, for letting me check out your Legacy GT. Another car that I've been kind of I'm admiring from afar, I guess you could say. So it's great to finally be able to review one. Thanks guys for watching this video. As always, if you haven't subscribed already, please do, and I'll see you guys next time.